Hey man, what's good? So in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the systems that we're going to use to launch a high-ticket coaching program in the next 2 weeks. So this right here is a game plan. So to make things easy to understand for you, I've broken down everything into step-by-step process so that you can literally implement it straight away. So step one is market research and identifying the ideal customer segment. So this is very important because before you get into anything, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is identifying the ICP. Because we need to understand whom we are selling to. Because sometimes we might be attracting the wrong audience, might be trying to sell to the wrong crowd. So that doesn't work. So that's why most coaches fail to sell their high ticket coaching programs, even low ticket sometimes. So we need to make sure that we are the ideal customer demographic, simply known as the target audience. So if you want to identify the OICP, then you need to answer these questions. Whom do I help? What problem am I solving with my mentorship? Where does my ICP live? What's the age group of my ICP? What does the current state look like? What do they do for a living? This is the current state and this is the desired state. So these are the required steps that they need to take to attain the desired state. So you're going to help them transition from this into this through your unique mechanism. So which brings me to step two, which is identifying the unique mechanism. Now that you know who you're targeting, you need to figure out what to target with. So let me explain. You should not sell the product, you should sell the opportunity, your unique mechanism, and then buy the product. So the key here is to make people believe that this unique mechanism is a key to result that they want, and it is only attainable through your system, framework, or mentorship, right? So to identify the unique mechanism, you need to answer this question. What is it that I'm doing that separates me from 99% of other coaches? The thing is simple. You need to identify the one thing that you're doing different or unique that contributes most to your success, right? So for example, if it's a special kind of diet, you can name it as a superhuman diet, and you can use it as your unique mechanism. So if it's some workout routine or anything else, then you can say that it's a superhuman protocol or something like that. So the step three is implementing the sales funnel. So obviously it's very hard to explain on sentences. So I broke this down into three phases. The first phase is getting traffic and nurturing the audience by implementing content system. And the phase two is the setting frame for the launch, like setting up everything and like giving out the lead bank, setting up the sales assets, landing pages, etc. And the phase three is installing sales systems. So this is how it actually looks visually. So right here we have Instagram Reels slash stories, which have call to action with the free lead magnet, and the AI chart automation takes place, which covers the current state, desired state, and qualifies the prospect a little bit. So then we have the lead magnet with a call to action as well, which leads to a no-brainer offer. And then we have another Instagram Reels slash story call to action, which leads to the free training. People go to the landing page, they opt in, and they watch the free training themselves, have a call to action with the same offer. And then once the system is running effectively, organically, then we can transition to paid ads. They also have the same. We run the paid ads to the offer, then we push people to the landing page as free training. They opt in, watch the VSL, and then we back. So we can even use Twitter for this, or some tweets with a call to action, and then lead them to landing page with training. So coming to the YouTube mechanism, it was a little bit different. So we have YouTube blog form, which get the audience, the ICP, give them the free value, show results and case studies, and add a call to action in the video, put them to the no-brainer offer. Then from there, so from the offer, we push people to book a free call, and then we close the clients, and then we take them on a one-to-one coaching. In case they say no to the offer, since we have the emails collected already from the free training slash landing page, then we take them on an email sequence, provide free value, plus case studies and call to action, and we redact them to book a call again. So this is how the whole backend systems that infrastructure actually work. Now that you're aware of exactly what we're going to do in the next 2 weeks to launch a brand new high-ticket coaching offer, So I want to take you through the systems that we're going to use in order to do so. This is an info operating system that's specifically made for high-ticket courses. So once you sign the contract, you will be invited to this exact Notion workspace, so you can utilize all the systems to produce effectively. So on the dashboard section, we have the game plan, which we just saw right now, and then we have the roadmap. So if you ever feel lost, confused, or not sure what to do next, then you can always come back to this section, to roadmap, and you can see the tasks that you have to do. So for example, you need to sign the agreement. So let's say if you sign the agreement, then you can simply click on done, and it will change the status to done, and it also notes the time on which the task has been done. So once you join this exact Notion workspace, you get access to all the templates, SOPs, systems, everything that you need to absolutely crush it. So we have the content systems right here. We have a clear guide on how to optimize your profile. You can take a look at this, demonstrations and live examples as well. And then we have the ICP sheet. You can use this framework to identify the ICP. You can answer these questions. So after you answer these questions, I'll go ahead and do my research so I can fill this out so we know exactly whom we're targeting. So moving on, we have market research section right here. So this part here is market research section. We are going to ask these exact questions with prospect, qualify them, and see if they're a good fit. So moving on, we have unique mechanism tab. You can simply use this framework to identify your unique mechanism. And then moving on, we have the competitive analysis. I've made a small list of the top creators just like you in your niche. So we can add more creators anytime we want. So this is the name, their Instagram, YouTube if they have channel, the unique mechanism, and what they're good at and what they are going to take away from them. So you can always use this app to spy on your computers and see what's working. You can steal their strategies, content ideas, etc. Moving on, we have content priority. This will give you the exact information how to create killer content that resonates with the ICP and makes you stand out from competition. So you can see this is all valuable information that people pay thousands of dollars for. So how the content planner as well. You can always come here and use this section to plan and track the content that you pumping out. So we know exactly how the content is performing, and we can keep track of what we are pushing out to the market. So we have data uploaded, content type, the status, the engagement rate, the link to the video, having a full connection, uploaded right now. But no worries, you can always access it when you get inside this exact Notion workspace. So we have the idea bank. So here you can drop some of the ideas that you have in mind, so we can create content using good ideas, right? Because ideation is very crucial in making content, right? So moving on, we have the sales assets department. You can get access to all the sales assets like sales copy, lead magnet, video sales credit, right? Free trading, etc. So for the sales team, this is the team space, the sales process, the page deck, sales script, sales CRM, KPIs, etc. So this is the exact system that we're going to use to launch a high ticket offer in the next 2 weeks. So if you have any questions, just shoot me a message and I'll answer your question. Peace.